My video documentary was mainly about the Labor Day powwow we always have here in Eufaula, Oklahoma every year. I talked to the people that are over it. JD Tiger, her family are mainly into it and stuff. So I interviewed her, and I interviewed some of the dancers that would have been in it also. It's mainly about the history behind the Labor Day powwow because they have it every year. Nobody around Eufaula even knows like what goes on between the powwows and what's the purpose of it. They kind of be like, you know, it's something, you know, they're not real interested in. So, you know, I kind of want to get more people involved. I know like some stuff you can't really talk about in front of, you know, other people that aren't within the, you know, people, the tribe and stuff, you know. I try to keep that kind of, you know, tight so I don't have to, you know, go into detail about that on some things I can't talk about. And I just kind of want people to know that we're still around, you know, and I want people to realize that our culture is the same thing as anybody else's, as, you know, maybe like a Thanksgiving or, you know, just any type of big occasion with other people. This is also something that's very meaningful for all of us to, you know, I just kind of want to show everybody what we're about. And like, I'm not afraid to, you know, tell about my people and what their background is and what we do. Like, that's kind of my purpose of it, is to show many people around that it's, you know, we're still here. I really do like it. And in 6th grade, you know, I was kind of scared to leave home. I was, you know, a little homesick, maybe the first couple weeks and stuff, but the staff and the kids here are just, you wouldn't meet any more people like this out, you know, out there. And where I come from, Mogi, it's just, some of the schools there aren't the best, you know, and my mom thought it'd be better if I came up here. Not only that, but my dad and my uncles and everybody came up here, and some of the people, some of the staff and everybody, they know my dad. They taught my dad, you know, it just kind of runs in the family. So I was just like, you know what, why not, you know? So, I mean, living here at the dorm, you have restrictions, you have rules, you have, you know, you do have to do your homework. They have hourly stuff that you can do. But after you get all that stuff out of the way, dinner and study skills, anything like that, after you get all that stuff out the way, then it's just free time. You can do what you want, but it does kind of get boring after being here for like 4 or 5 years. It does kind of get boring because you do the same thing every single day. You see the same thing every single day. You can't leave unless somebody comes and gets you, you know, and they try to do stuff around here that kind of occupies us to do stuff. Like they take us to the movies, Six Flags and stuff like that. And it's, you know, I think it's a really good environment to raise children in. I mean, not only children, but, you know, young adults also. So I just really liked it. I used Final Cut Pro, and I went to the University of Arkansas to get actually training on that. So I actually went to the college and got to experience like a lot of stuff, even sat in the same classroom as college students. So it kind of left me like a really huge impact on me, because, you know, I could be sitting there, you know, in a year or two, you know. And they helped me out a lot. There were some pointers, because once you're in East, the East class, you kind of learn things on your own. You teach yourself, basically, and you use Google, you use anything to kind of like help you figure out the answer, not only the teacher, you know. And so I was kind of taught myself when I was introduced to this program. It was all new to me. I didn't know how to use it. And so I was just like, okay. So that's when I went to the University of Arkansas and got help specifically on East Initiative Final Cut Pro. And after I kind of did, you know, all that, I stayed up there for 2 days. Everything was paid for me. I didn't have to pay for anything. The hotel was nice. Everything was pretty legit. And after all that, you know, that's when I went to East Conference, which is all the way in Little Rock, Arkansas. And it's, you know, over 4,000 students there. And, you know, it's a lot of students that come all over from Arkansas, Oklahoma. You meet a lot of new people. I mean, I like film things, you know, but my most career thing was photography. I really like doing photography. I can work my way around the camera and stuff, and, you know, I just think I was, you know, born to do it, because I just started taking pictures when I was a kid. Like I took pictures of myself mostly. My mom has a picture of me and it's just so funny. Like my face is all up in it. But after I get out, what I wanted to do, many people told me like once you go into photography business, it's not the best business. You won't get any money off of it and stuff like that. Most people told me that and it kind of changed my mind up a little bit. So I hear different things all the time about photography, but I still want to do it as a hobby. But my most thing, you know, I started like liking was kind of counseling and kind of stuff like that. Like I like to talk to people about their stuff because, you know, I mean, I've always wanted, I needed somebody to talk to, you know, nobody was really there for me and I want to be there for other people like I can experience and relate to. And, you know, most people don't, you know, do that unless they're getting paid to or, you know, something like that. They're not really about it. But, you know, I'd really like to help somebody in situations like that. Like, I'm going to Vo-Tech next year while I'm still doing high school stuff. And I'm going to go in there for, like, teaching, like, little kids first. And then I'm going to, like, build my way up in the career to, like, kind of like a counseling thing, like, go around talking about suicide preventions, teen pregnancies, just, you know, stuff like that. Even sexual assault, because that's, like, one of the high things that many people go through, not, you know, only men, but, you know, like women also, it's just crazy. It's just a lot of things I would like to help out with and stuff, and like counseling is just one of the things I'd kind of like to do. It was, I don't know, it was really exciting moment for me because out of 4,000 students coming to this convention, you would think, you know, you're not going to get it, you're not, you know, and I did. And that's what really surprised me because I didn't realize I'd get it. Out of 4,000 students, that is just crazy. And when, you know, they told me, you know, the person that is over the whole convention came up and asked for me personally and said that I changed, you know, something in him. We had kind of similarities on what he did as projects. So I think that was a really good improvement for me too. And, you know, 4,000 students and just one person out of Eufaula, Oklahoma is just really rare for me to get it. And then I was really excited.